The mining industry, you could drill 100 holes and 5 or 10 might be okay. It's a portfolio approach, and as I said before, a game of probability.
When you walk into this office, it's coming at you like a watermelon. If it's coming at you like a pea, you haven't done your research. Traders are here all day, all night. Some traders work 18-hour days, sleep on floors, sleep on couches. We encourage them to stick at it.
I've got to be honest, every day is different. You know, obviously during harvest, it's a seasonal thing, and I suppose we've got grapes coming in during the night, so we do tastings in the morning. And I'm 5th generation. I've got daughters who'll be 6th if they join the business.
Obviously, you're stressed most of the time. 220 people, a lot of people, a lot of debt. We import a lot of equipment, so there's a lot to arrange there. Invoicing our invoices out, they're the most important ones, and then paying other people's invoices, which we have to do.
Most mining people are risk takers, and a lot of them are portfolio players, so they understand it's the same as buying a shared portfolio if you buy in syndicates and horses.
I always liked the horse, made a few bob, went in with a few mates, late 70s, had a lot of fun, had a lot of losses, but basically just drawn to the track.
The horses, I think, you know, really just the beauty of the animal, the size of them, the strength, you know, just the power and you know, the beauty of watching them race.
Horses are flighty animals, they're superb athletes, and so accordingly they've got to be treated accordingly like any superb athlete, and that's what they are superb flighty animals.
I always remember as a kid, we've got paddocks all around the winery, and we had vineyards, and we've got less vineyards around the winery now as we've got warehouses or fermentation areas, but we've always had land set aside for the racehorses.
I suppose like all teenage girls, most teenage girls love horses, so I never grew out of it. They're just beautiful. I mean, you know, they're just beautiful.
We've met a lot of good people, and the interesting thing is that there's a lot of big business names involved in racing. So from that perspective, it's a great networking opportunity.
I've been fortunate enough to find good people and works hand in hand as a business.
You know, we surrounded ourselves with some very good people from the beginning, the likes of Bill Mitchell, and who is our racing manager, and Royston Murphy, who's a stud manager. Two very experienced and well-respected guys who've added a lot of value to the operation.
For young players or naive players, it pays to surround yourself with people who know the game and you trust, you know, in a fully transparent scenario.
You know, you can go to a Lara Hotel or anywhere like that, and there's people there from the studs and all that when they're in Sydney, and they're only too willing to, because they've got products, they're branding, they've got good branding, and they're trying to get their message out there, and so it's extremely helpful.
I've got young daughters, and you know, for them to see a foal being born, or for them to be involved with a horse at an early age, you know, it's an amazing experience.
The ultimate with the Cox Plate was outstanding, and what a thrill, what a buzz. I hope every owner has the opportunity to have the excitement and experience associated with a major race as I had.
Oh, it's very emotional for me. Oh, it's just the best feeling in the world. I don't know how other people get their highs, but seeing a horse like him, and it's exciting. You meet lots of great people. You go to the races, and it's a fantastic day out. Even if he doesn't win, he always tries so hard.
We've got a good mare there called Sister Madley, and everyone says she's a cranky thing. And the other day I went up there, and she's in the paddock, and she just walks up and wants a cuddle.
Got it wrapped up. Scarlet Lady beat Becerra.
You know, when you hear people say, "Oh, owning a racehorse," and etc., you know, you lose your money and things like that. The only thing I can ever respond to that is, as I've mentioned before, you've got to have a plan. That business doesn't interfere with my other businesses, you know, and it gives me great pleasure.
I mean, for me, it's a hobby. It's a business and a hobby, but you know, wine is my business. If the wine business goes bad, then my participation in the racing game is going to be slightly modified.
I consider it just to be another business venture. We're in the mining industry, blue sky mining, it's blue sky racing, it's a portfolio approach.
And with racing, there's still a lot of decisions to make, but there's a lot more fun in it, and it's more for yourself. It's not life or death.
You know, there's a lot of people who don't make money, and that's fine. They're just doing it for fun, which there's nothing wrong with. But there's also a lot of people who've been enormously commercially successful as well.
He goes, done.
The sales are just a wonderful event, and you know, there's many sales through auctions which have proven, you know, horses for $2,000 or $4,000 like take over Target.
The excitement of bidding on a horse is nearly as big as racing, and then disappointment when someone's got more money than you for it. Yeah, I love it.
I love going to them, but to see them go through, particularly when you've got someone with the same bloodline yourself, let alone putting horses through the ring, that's as tough as it is trading.
You know, Flemington on Derby Day, you know, that's the thrill of the whole thing. If you try not to show your emotions, but you can't help but show your emotions when they, you know, when they flash across the line.
I still think Royal Randwick's an outstanding track. It's got everything it offers. I think the prospects of where it'll be after construction's completed will be outstanding.
I say Flemington, I love Flemington in spring. You know, that's the best of the best, Derby Day.
And sometimes we're at Burrsville one week and the Horse of the Year dinner the next week.
You cannot be in this game being negative, being a pessimist. I think you can be a realist, but don't go into the game being a pessimist.
The pleasure out of seeing your young family and your family get involved with it is worthwhile the exercise to be in it.
Just go along for the ride, meet the people, have the social day out, drink champagne, get dressed up, have fun.
It's just a great way of bringing people together or meeting new people.
And the sport there every few weeks for people come and watch from the sidelines and wonder what's going on and sort of feel the pulse of the racetrack.
You know, the green grass and the jockey silks and they're spread out. I think it's just beautiful.
I'd say ignore the economics. If you've got the money and you've got the capital that you're prepared to risk, get involved. Because there's not a better time, particularly in New South Wales, to be in racing.
You know, whether you win a race at Bong Bong or Darwin or at Randwick or on Derby Day like we did, I think you still get that same feeling of, you know, I'm a winner.